Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about ways to pour into yourself. So last video, what we were learning how to say no. Learn how to say no. You have all this extra free time. And when you're trying to gain confidence, I think the biggest part is learning how to take care of yourself and put yourself first and basically pour into yourself. Right? So I have a couple of tips on how exactly you can pour into yourself for people if you feel like you can't ever pour into yourself, or you think that you don't deserve that much time, or you just have too many things to do, or you will feel selfish if you pour energy into yourself. Let me first say you're not selfish. You are a human being in this reality, and it's your reality. You were born into this reality, so your life does matter. If you get rest does matter. If you getting to feel beautiful or pouring energy and taking routines time for yourself does matter. It is your reality, your life. Your kids are going to be living their own reality, their own life. So learn how. This is if you're married. If you're someone like me who's 26 years old, like I'm in my 20s, but I was the eldest, and so I took on a big burden, and I felt like I had to go out of my way to help everybody. And I felt selfish if I started to say no, or was like, you know what, I matter. You know what? I don't want to do that because I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. So here are some ways that you can pour into yourself that are simple steps. The first one is learn how to say no. Now, I have my previous video is about learning how to say no, and those give you tips on how little ways you can implement saying no, regardless of what stage in life you're on. And then the whole point of learning how to say no is that it frees time up for yourself. You get to have moments where you're just like, oh, well, what should I do with this time? Oh, I said no to this, now what? Don't make yourself busy. Don't make yourself go into like, oh, well, let me take care of errands. No, when you free up time, when you free up little pockets of time by saying no, use that as a way to give yourself time. So, and then it's start slowing down your routines. So when I mean start slowing down is if you find yourself in a rush, you're constantly on a go. Your body is going into this fight or flight mode that when it comes down to you just settling down and wanting to take care of yourself, you feel like you gotta hurry up, you gotta get it done, and it's no longer fun, and you're no longer being centered, and that rushness, that busyness is making it hard for you to then give yourself time. So for example, when you start slowing down, think of you get to do these things. Like everyone, I mean, you hear it all, but everyone has errands at the end of the day. Everyone has errands, everyone has things to take care of. But slow down. Remember, what is to rush? What is the end goal? Tomorrow is going to be the same thing. In a month is going to be the same thing. So start slowing down. Stop being so frantic, because that's going to get into that's a pattern. So then when you go into the third step, which is I would say the first thing is to create a nighttime routine where you can learn how to wind down. So once you create a nighttime routine where you can wind down, if you take that busyness and that franticness and that what is it called? Flight or flight mode. When you take that and bring it into your self-care routine, you're going to be like, I got to get X, Y, and Z done, and it's no longer fun. And if you can learn how to slow things down, when you get to your nighttime routine, you can sit down and embody and see yourself and admire yourself and beautify yourself with your routines, feeling amazing. I started doing this in the beginning of the year, and I was I heard people talk about frequencies and energies, and I never really understood how exactly I believe it, but I don't understand how people can experience it. When I started sitting with myself every day, sitting in front of the mirror, doing my routine, taking care of my face, hair, even if it's simple, guys, I do not have a lot of money. I am a middle class girl who came from low income, and I still try to implement things that help me beautify myself, have a nighttime routine, fix my hair, put on perfume, even if it's body spray, read a book, and just do it slowly. And you can embody, have something in the background, listen to good music or a podcast or watch a YouTube video. When you do those things, it's hard to not want to rush it through. Do not rush it through. And if you don't have a lot of like nighttime routines, like just think about when you're brushing your teeth or you're taking a shower. Slow down. Stop rushing, because you're going to be frantic. And then you don't get to be peaceful. You don't have the inner peace that radiates off of you. I'm telling you, when I started having this nighttime routine and I started implementing certain things, I started to become extremely peaceful, and I felt like I was glowing from the inside out. How? I don't know the works of it, but I felt my energy through going up and into my body. It was like a circle. And it's weird because I was doing this for a couple of months, right? And I'm a very big homebody. I'll like go out maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month. Sometimes it's once every couple of months. And I'm home most of the time. So I do the same thing on repeat. I take care of myself. I take care of my routine. And every night, that night is for me. I do the things and I slow it down and I enjoy seeing myself. And it feels like my energy and my body is circling sorry, it's like circling like this inside. And then when you realize, once you start to feel that, when you start to overpour or you start to not center yourself, you can feel your energy spilling out. You no longer feel centered. So these are some ways that you can pour into yourself if you're barely starting out, if you're a single mother. If, like, I understand there's mom guilt. However, no one is going to take care of you better than you can take care of you. You deserve it. If you're the eldest daughter, learn how to say no. Start centering yourself. If you're a mother, if you're a woman and you feel like you don't deserve to center or you don't feel like you're worth it, stop. You're absolutely worth it. This is your life. Live it up. Live it up to the best of your ability and live it while loving yourself. You don't get any prizes. Like, this is a hard truth. You don't get any prizes by being selfless. You don't get any prizes by not caring for yourself. And you don't get any prizes for being the most humblest woman on earth. And you don't do anything for yourself because everything is about everyone else. You don't get a prize. You know what happens? You watch everyone else do everything for themselves and you don't get that. But thank y'all for watching, guys. I'm planning on posting a video every week. But yeah, subscribe, like, follow. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.